The Russian Grand Prix is the fourth event of the 2016 FIA Formula One World Championship, with the race held at Sochi Autodrome. The Sochi circuit has hosted the race for both of Formula One's visits to Russia. Previously, the Russian Grand Prix has been located near the end of the season, typically following the Japanese Grand Prix, but from 2016 onwards, the race has been moved earlier in the year to form one of the early season flyaway races in place of the Malaysian Grand Prix, which returns to a late season position. The Sochi Autodrome is a street circuit that winds its way round several other venues for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. The circuit is reminiscent of the Valencia circuit that held the European Grand Prix from 2008 to 2012, with medium-length straights with gentle curves along them, followed by medium and slow-speed corners, with a low-grip surface and high average speed in sectors 1 and 2, before a much slower final sector. There are two DRS zones in use for the Grand Prix, the first stretching from the apex of the first corner down to turn 2, regarded as the best overtaking opportunity on the circuit, and the second is located along the back straight from turns 11 to 14. At this point, we would usually have the lap of the track, but unfortunately due to Formula One management's position on posting recent Formula One content on YouTube, I am unable to show a real flying lap of the Sochi circuit. However, I am able to show you a hot lap of the circuit from the official Formula One game from 2015, so I'm afraid that may have to do. Okay, so here we are, about to start a lap in Sochi. We're just coming up to the penultimate corner now. Not easy to sacrifice the last two corners. The lap, the start-finish line comes up quickly, there it is, and it's a long straight. It's very important to get a good exit out of that final corner. We're coming up towards turn 1, flat out right hand with the DRS there, just on the apex. Long run down to turn 2, slight elevation change as you enter. Watch for the corner to pinch on the exit there. As we run up towards turn 3, that camber has seen an incident. Turn 3, off camber, very fast and only just flat out. I expect it to be slightly easier flat out this year. Turn 4, a reasonable overtaking opportunity. A 90-degree right-hander there before we enter a very street circuit-like section from turn 5 onwards with a 90-degree right-hander. Running up now through this little kink here into another just under 90-degree right-hander, then a 90-degree left-hander will come up. A very flat circuit, you'll have noticed. You can see, even on the game, some of the Winter Olympics venues surrounded. Now, turn 11 is coming up. This is a very critical corner to get right. A long, flat-out section from 11 to 14. This is the second DRS zone into probably the second best overtaking opportunity on the circuit. Coming down now, hard on the right into the 90-degree right-hander under the bridge, and then a 90-degree left-hander. Which does continue on a little bit longer. It does tighten slightly on the exit. Up a small rise and into this medium slow speed chicane with just 2 corners to go on this lap of Sochi Autodrome. The home of the Russian Grand Prix. Very easy to run wide on the second to last corner, very low grip, and sacrifice all of your exit speed on the final corner. It doesn't matter because the finish line comes up so quickly, and that is a complete lap of the Sochi Autodrome. The Russian Grand Prix is yet to be interrupted by rain. However, moving the event from its previous September and October date to an April-May date is expected to slightly increase the chance of rain during the race weekend. One other notable variable introduced by the change of race date is that the expected temperatures are up to 5 degrees lower in the spring than in the autumn, which could pose problems for the drivers in terms of generating sufficient heat in the tyres. Of the 2 races to take place in Russia so far, the standout one is the 2015 Russian Grand Prix. Following a serious accident in qualifying, Carlos Sainz was permitted to start in his Scuderia Toro Rosso. At the start, Nico Rosberg led from Lewis Hamilton as Nico Hülkenberg spun at the second turn, eliminating Marcus Ericsson in the Sauber. Once the safety car had returned to the pits, Nico Rosberg was unable to pull away from his teammate, with the German forced to retire due to throttle issues. The safety car was required again on lap 12 after Romain Grosjean lost control of his Lotus at turn 3 and slammed sideways into the barriers on the outside, littering the track with debris. By pitting under the safety car, Sergio Perez was able to move up to 3rd place in his Force India, but was passed on the penultimate lap by Valtteri Bottas in his Williams and Kimi Raikkonen's Ferrari. But then on the last lap of the race, the Ferrari driver misjudged an overtaking manoeuvre on Bottas at turn 4, pitching the Williams into the wall. Raikkonen was later penalised for the collision, handing Mercedes their second consecutive Constructors' Championship. The Russian Grand Prix takes place on Sunday, the 1st of May,